When you see report after report, woman after woman with braces all over their bodies, hands that are burned, mentally disturbed women, complaints of unpaid wages, death after death, missing body parts, and nothing being done, you start to understand the same system that makes the employer's life easier is actually a broken system. Here in Middle East, it's called the kafala system, where you are sponsored by somebody who is now your employer to come and work under them. They sponsor your visa, they sponsor your ticket, they sponsor your life for the duration of your contract, and like everything is under him. And like in most cases, there is no law protecting you as the employee. Hello good people, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Stories by Tabe, where I bring you stories from Middle East, advices and general situations that happen here in Middle East. If you are new here, kindly consider subscribing. If you're a returning viewer, thank you for your support. If you are a returning viewer and haven't subscribed, kindly check and hit that subscribe button. Also turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Consider giving this video a thumbs up. And in today's video, I would like us to discuss about like the girls who ran away. Yeah, now a lot has been said about these girls who ran away, in quotes, the Kemboys, and lots of the things being said are negative, because we are waking up to death. We are waking up like to poisons, them poisoning each other, like when they are out there. And some of these people, or some of these girls, are being judged very harshly. Yeah, and before we judge them, or before you judge them, have you stopped and asked yourself, why do they actually run away? Like, do they leave their countries planning to come and run away? Do they leave their country planning to come, get that like land, and then go out there? I don't think so. They come very innocent. But what makes them actually run away? So in today's video, I would like to go through that, and the story part of it is in the end. So stay tuned, watch towards the end, and you get the story part of this. Yeah, so number one of why these girls run away is excessive workload. Yeah, you could get into, like, I'm talking about the domestic work type. Yeah, you could get into a family and you find that there are maybe too many people living under the same roof, and you are only the person supposed to give them services, like all of them, and you find that you have no time to rest, and each person like needs different care, or each person needs their own, like, you know, every person is disturbing you in their own way. So you will find that you are getting so tired. You are not you're not mentally okay due to stress and everything. So you just find that if I continue working like this, maybe only lasting for 2 hours or 4 hours, and it's not even enough rest because you are so tired, you find that somebody decides, instead of working this so much, let me just go out there and maybe it's easier out there, or I can change the house. Yeah, And yeah, so going out, like telling them that you want to leave them is not always easy. Yeah, it's not always easy because they might not accept. So due to that fear that they might not accept, they choose to maybe run away. So excessive workload can be one of the reasons why these girls actually run away. Yeah, another thing is unpaid wages. You will find that somebody works the first month, the second month, maybe they are paid the first month, the second month, and the third month. Those are the probation months, and after that you will now sign the contract, the 2 years contract. Yeah, after signing the contract, because if you've not signed the contract, you can tell your agent that you are not being paid, and it's easy to change because your papers, like your work permit, has not been processed, you see. So after you being paid for 3 months and you've processed your work permit and your residence visa, they now stop paying you, and they may take 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and you will hear somebody complaining of even 5 months without being paid. So maybe you have responsibilities back home, you have things to do with the money, but they are not hearing of it. Like, even though you ask for the money, they are not giving you your salary, and so somebody will decide, let me just run away and seek help out there. Yeah, so they choose to run away. Okay, disclaimer before I continue: I'm not saying that running away is the best decision. I'm not saying that if you go through these things you have to run away. No, if you followed my videos, there are better ways to solve situations. I'm just saying, before you blame them, before you ask them why did you run away, just first hear them out, hear their reasons. It's not the best decision. If you are in there in the contract and you are passing through a difficult time, just find a better way to solve your situation instead of running away. It's not the best decision you could make, but sometimes it is inevitable. Yeah, sometimes it's inevitable. Now the next thing is domestic violence. Yeah, let me tell you, there are some places there's some people, like, they just love to fight. Yeah, we see online. I've not seen it myself, like physically seen it, but we see these reports every day. Somebody being slapped by their boss, somebody being pushed by their employer. These things do happen. Personally, if somebody slapped me, I wouldn't take it. And maybe same to somebody else. If they are beaten, they wouldn't take it. Because if you're beaten today, there is no guarantee that tomorrow you will not be beaten. So maybe somebody is beaten and she chooses to run away. Yeah. Another one is health discrimination. If you're in Middle East, if you've ever become sick, if you've never become sick, thank God. If you've ever become sick, you know that majority of the people will tell you to take Panadol. Yeah, Panadol is the medicine for every disease here. Like, if you have toothache, you'll be told to take Panadol. If you have ear pains, take Panadol. If you catch a cold, take Panadol. Like, Panadol is the number one cure for every disease. In some places, even the Panadol itself is not available. Yet for them, when they become sick, they will take care of themselves. But for you, when you come sick, if you go down with the sickness, you will be told to take the Panadol, and maybe this Panadol is not helping you. We've heard of girls dying in their beds because they got sick and they had nobody to take care of them. So someone will get sick, and if they're not being taken care of, they just decide, I'll not sit here and die, so let me rescue myself. I go out there, maybe I will get help. Yeah, so they choose to run away, which when it comes to saving your life, you're left with no option, just sitting there doing nothing and running away and save your life, which is the better option. You'd rather run away, go maybe to the police station and explain your situation, be taken to hospital, and then kesi baadaye, si ndio? Yeah, so that could be another. Also, by the way, let me tell you, if you've ever gone to these hospitals of theirs, you'll find that, for me, I've ever gone to hospitals, but you will find that the services they give you are not at par. You'll feel that even, I don't know, they will even say you're not sick, yet you feel pain. Yeah, they would say you're not sick, they would say you are just stressed, and it's a little doctor who is supposed to even save a life, but they will say you're not sick. Yeah, so health discrimination is a lot. Another one is hunger. Myself, I used to love to eat. Nowadays I don't love to eat, but before I was a foodie, but now I don't. But when you come here, you realize that back home we take breakfast, which is maybe last night's food. Like whatever we cooked last night, it remained. It's what we will have for breakfast, like we eat. Yeah, okay, others we will eat bread, we will eat whatever with tea, and then we will have lunch at between 1 and 2, and then we will have dinner from 7, 9, I don't know. Like we have 3 meals in a day. But when you come here, you find that breakfast, it's something simple. Then you will have late lunch between 3 and 4, around there, and that's it. Now, somebody who has just come from home was eating breakfast, like was having a heavy breakfast, was having lunch to the full, and then dinner, little food, and then you come here, you find that breakfast, you took a simple breakfast, then lunchtime was so late, it was at 3, and then dinner time, you expect to eat, you're told to go to sleep, and you're like, are we not eating? If you feel hungry, maybe you are told to eat a banana or make a sandwich, a simple, like what you did in the morning, the breakfast you had in the morning, you'll be told to now take the same for dinner, and it's something so simple. So before you get used, okay, eventually you will get used, but before you get used, you have to want to get used. First of all, you have to want to accept that situation. But if you feel that it's on some places, even this lunch that you are eating between 3 and 4 is not even enough. You will be given some little food, and it's not enough for you. So by the time you are sleeping, you're so hungry. If this continues for several days, you'll find that it's too much. And no matter maybe how much you ask, I'm not saying you could not ask to be increased, like your portion to be added, or you just tell them that you used to have lunch and dinner. If they can give you real food, don't fear to ask. But there are places, even if you ask, like they say you like you're eating too much, they complain about that you're eating too much. So you find that somebody will say, I can't take this anymore, maybe I'm losing so much weight, I'm getting so hungry, and you're expected to work, and the work is not like something so simple. So you find somebody decides to just run away. Wherever they go is a topic for another day. We're just talking of running away. Whether they go to the police, whether they go to their friends out there, we're just talking of the reasons in the houses that makes them run away. Yeah. Now, there is also forced labor. You will find that maybe your sponsor wants you to work in his other relatives' houses. Maybe he wants you to work for his mom, for his brothers, for his sisters, So that is forced labor because it's not part of your contract. Or to do things that you're not supposed to do, that they're not in your contract. Okay, there are things that you can do, you can put up with, yeah, if they are not affecting your rest time. There are those times that it's your time to be off, like it's your time to rest. If you are working from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., if it's just in between that, you can do it, okay? But now working for another house, 2-3 houses, that is, and no payment, you're here for money, right? So if you're working for 2-3 houses and you're not being paid that extra, any extra house you should be paid per hour, because if they were supposed to bring somebody else to do that work, they would have paid them. Yeah, so if they refuse, that is forced labor. Yeah, and somebody can say, I can't work for 2-3 houses. Maybe you could talk to them and they refuse. They say you are here to work and everything, yeah, and they say, that is my mom, just help. But you're not here for Red Cross. You're here for work. You left your country to work, not to do charity services, So somebody says, I can't work for 3 houses, for 2 houses, just to help. You're using your energy and you are giving a service that you should be paid for. So somebody decides to run away. Okay, it's not the best option. As I said, you can help. You can help around, not too much. If it's within the day, or like, I don't know. I really don't know what you can put up with. But if it's too much for you, you can find somebody, they decide to run away. Yeah. As I said in the beginning, I'm not advocating for running away no matter the situation, because it's tough out there. It's really, really, really very tough. Now, what happens? Okay, those were the reasons. Now, there are those people who run away due to peer pressure. Some causes of running away are from the boss. Like all those sufferings, beatings, lack of payment, underpayment, forced labor, health discrimination, all those things, they are from your boss, right? But there are those ones that are self-inflicted. Yeah, they are self-inflicted. You come from home so innocent, and this is now the story part of it. You come from home so innocent, and now you have Wi-Fi, you're given Wi-Fi, maybe you're given even a smartphone, and now you are connected to the internet. You find a friend out there on Facebook, they put you in WhatsApp groups, on Facebook groups of these people who are here, and they incite you. Yeah, they incite you, they give you pressure. You know what, out here there is money, and everything. And there are those who choose to, there are those who choose to escape their sponsors so they could work different houses and paid per hour to make more money within a short period of time. Yeah, there are those who just want to go out there and work and earn more money, because you are told, outside you are earning per hour. You can work different houses, maybe 5 houses, each house 3 hours, 3 times 5, those are 15 hours. Maybe 3 houses, 3 hours. Yeah, every house 3 hours, those are 9 hours. Yeah, there are people who do that, or even 4 hours, and every hour is $5 here in Lebanon, for example. Now if you work for 4 houses per day for 3 hours each, that is how much? Do the calculations. Yeah, so they tell you that, and you say, what? So you guys are making all this money? Somebody will tell you that they are making $600 per month, $700 per month, and here you are making maybe $200, $300 per month. Do you see the difference? So you will be incited, and you will feel that pressure to go out, especially if you earning maybe $200 and the bills you have to pay, the responsibilities waiting for you are so much that this money is not even enough. So you say, a difference of maybe $400, $500, let me just go out there. But when you go out there, it's not that good. If it was good, nobody would be working in contract. We would all be out there, right? Yeah, so peer pressure is also something that happens when you go out there. And remember, when you go out there, they usually use fake names. Like, you will change your name, and you will not have legal documents. Yeah, you will not have legal documents, because the moment you step, if you've been to Gulf, or if you've listened to Gulf stories, the moment you get to your sponsor, they will take your passport and they will take your visa. Like, they will keep your documents. So when you run away, unless you are lucky to know where your passport is and you manage to run away with it, when you run away, you don't have these documents. So you will be out there. You have to use a fake name, because maybe your employer will report that you've ran away and they will give out your name. So you will have to change your name. You will not have legal documents, which is illegal. It's a violation of laws and regulations of the country. You are not supposed to be there illegally. You have to have that residence visa and a work permit for you to work. So when you run away, you are against the laws and regulations. And when it's time for you to go home, there are protocols that you will follow. You will not just go home. First of all, you don't have a passport, and your boss has already reported you that you ran away. So where are you going to go? How are you going to go home? You have to board a flight. Before you even board a flight, you have to have that passport. So you will still need your employer when you're going home. They have to clear you. I said it's the kafara system. He has to clear you for you to go home. No matter how many years you stay outside there, you will still need your sponsor, the one who sponsored you. You will still need them, unless you ran away and went to the police. The police took you back to the house and you solved your issues, or you went back to the office and you solved your issues and you changed houses. Now, when you change houses, those two bosses will transfer your documents. Like, the original sponsor will transfer your documents from his name. Remember, you came through his name. He will now transfer your documents from his name to the new employer's name. Yeah, and now you will start afresh. Even if you had stayed 6 months, now you start afresh, and you start from zero. You have to stay 2 years more. So you will stay 2 years, 6 months. the more you run away and change, the more you continue staying in the same country before, because the more you change your sponsor, he takes you for 2 years. Yeah, afresh. Yeah, so those are the reasons why people run away, and it's not the best decision. If your life is in danger, yeah, you can. But when you run away, no matter the situation, I would advise you, remember, for me, I'm here to advise, not to mislead. I would advise you, if you tried to talk to your boss and nothing is working out, you can just go to the police stations. There are very many. Even I can walk myself to the police station. There are so many. Or you can go back to you can talk to your agent, or you can just pick a taxi and tell him to there are so many taxis. You stand outside the road and there are so many taxis passing by, and tell them to take you to your embassy. From there, your boss will be called and you will solve your issues. If you don't want to go back to that house, you can either go back home or you can change the house instead of staying out there, which is so risky. But to each their own. Yeah, to each their own. So you who is there judging these girls who run out, before you do, just know that maybe the situations were not good for them and things didn't turn out the way they expected. Yeah, you can plan for something and it doesn't turn out the way you expected. Yeah, I don't say it's the best decision to run away. It's never the best decision. It's never. You better stay, finish your 2 years, and maybe change your house, or go to the police, go to the embassy, wherever, and see what to do from there. But to each their own, as I've said. Yeah, so guys, that is the end. Oh my god. So guys, that is the end of today's conversation. Hope you've learned something. Yeah, hope you've picked a thing or two. If you have, kindly comment down below. If you know another reason why girls actually run away, comment down below, and maybe somebody will learn through your comment. Yeah guys, thank you for watching. Kindly consider subscribing and giving this video a thumbs up. We meet in my next video. Bye.